Tonight's broadcast of A Drew House Christmas 2015 is brought to you by 50th Street Radio, a division of DB Media, and supported in spirit by the Fulton Neighborhood Association of Sidewalk Shovelers, now offering sea salt sidewalks. Ewing Wreaths, rethinking wreaths for the 21st century. And of course, listeners like you.
And this is a Christmas tape. And all the songs that you hear on this tape, we're going to start the festivities with the song "O Come All Ye Faithful," which is one of my favorites personally. Features the trumpet and the harpsichord. So take it away.
If you haven't guessed it by now, that's me, Scott Barden, exactly 15 years ago. All I knew then was that I loved Christmas and Christmas music, and that the least expensive Christmas present to give my family was something homemade. In December 2000, that took the form of a recorded-to-order cassette featuring MIDI-rendered arrangements of my favorite holiday classics. But I couldn't possibly have known that Scott's Christmas tape would lay the foundation for the Christmas variety show radio broadcast format that became a Minneapolis hit in the winter of 2011.
I'd like to thank you guys again for listening to this tape, and we'll see you later.
A Drew House Christmas's 2-year consecutive run showcased plenty of memorable moments. We heard from dear friends like Alex Larson, Matthew Lowe, and Nicholas Bailey, and tapped our feet to the music of neighborhood favorites like Santa Claus Jazz Swing Time, the Beard Avenue Brass, Alfie White and the Georgetown Homeschool Virtual Choir, Neil Drussel, the Lake Harriet Upper Elementary 6th grade clarinet ensemble, and the new original Minneapolis guitar ensemble. We even tolerated the speaking voice of Mr. Announcer Stanley Ouncer to hear him sing. There have been plenty of flops and a few surprises, but that's radio, folks, and we wouldn't have it any other way. See, the beauty of it is, even though this is the least expensive thing we could give this Christmas, it's also the most meaningful. So we hope you enjoy, live from Fulton Neighborhood in Minneapolis, Minnesota, A Drew House Christmas 2015. Well, hello all out there listening in Minneapolis, and welcome to A Drew House Christmas 2015. I'm your host, Scott Barden, and we're so excited to be back here after a few years away. First, I want to thank Alfie White for an incredible theme song he put together there. Wow, really well done. It was exciting, was fast and fresh, and it was kind of a little weird at the end there, but got us ready for the show, and I think it sounded great. So thanks. Been about 3 years since we signed off. December of 2012 was our last show, and well, even more happened since we've been off the air. So we'll fill you in on that right now. On January 1st of 2013, 50th Street Radio was the central piece of a transaction involving our original parent company, ATP Productions, and a newcomer, DB Media. A few weeks after that, DBM's Gustav Dahlbakken, the Vice President of Marketing and Development, unfortunately put a freeze on funds toward new original content, halting production of our show and a few others. But a few weeks after that, I received a call from Gustav, and he explained to me that he saw something special in Drew House, and gave us another opportunity to try it again. Revitalized, I called up my trusty collaborator, Stanley Ouncer. And Stan and I, we immediately started working on new material together, new Christmas content to bring to the show. Gustav helped us even more. He set up a profile for us on a new crowdfunding site called punchinitiator.com. And we set a goal for $500, which is the bare minimum for operations here at Drew House Christmas. Well, we're proud to say that 34 months later, we arrived at our goal, and a Drew House Christmas is back. That's about how it went down, isn't it, Stan?
As I recall, Scott, yes, that is how it happened. But I think you left out one little detail. Foosball Tuesdays.
Yeah, Stan and I have become best friends over the last couple years, and now we have this thing once a week called Foosball Tuesdays. I go over to the Ouncers and we play foosball. They have this great foosball table there, and it's really a fun time. We get kind of rowdy. Sometimes we'll play for 4 or 5 hours straight. It's really fun. Stan has kind of a temper though if he loses, so we can't stop until he wins at least one.
Well, it's true. I guess that's the reason why my wife Ann won't play foosball anymore with me.
Yeah, I don't think Ann really likes Foosball Tuesdays. I never see her smile when I come over. I'm starting to think she doesn't like me very much.
Oh, don't worry about her, Scott. She's just not used to being such a social butterfly.
Huh, okay. Well, all right. While Stanley remains here at the radio show, others have moved on. George, our producer from the ATP days, from the video update days, took a new job with WBEZ Chicago, working on a sort of new podcast called Serial that some of you might have heard of. It does okay in markets. But in his place, we have a very impressionable young man, a new intern, Tony. He's unpaid, but he tries hard for us. How do you like it so far here at the show, Tony?
He's a good kid.
And he's getting better at doing things around the station here. Before the show, we gave him the task of creating a sounder to play during the broadcast. You've heard them before. They're kind of little sound clips, and they help divide up the program a bit. We haven't heard it yet, Stan and I, but we're excited to see what you came up with there, Tony. What you put together? Let's hear it.
Well, I got this thing. It's a kind of a high-powered Christmas Santa adventure mix. I hope you guys like it.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We can use that. I hear the sleigh bells and are those hydraulics? And the horn on the end.
Very professional.
And that's not all. Tony's been helping you with your research. Isn't that right, Stan?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I put Stan in charge of the research department. He's been reading, watching, and listening to every Christmas book, movie, and song imaginable in order to get us ready for tonight's show. How has that been, Stan?
I must say it's been terribly rewarding, Scott. A trip through a fantasy Christmas wonderland of joy and wonder. I'm just finishing up my last Christmas story now.
Oh, excellent. What is it?
It's called How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Suez. It's the book rewrite of my favorite Christmas movie of all time. You're probably familiar with it, the Jim Carrey classic from the year 2000. Well, they made it into a cartoon and turned it into a children's book.
That's the other backwards. I think you got that wrong. The book is from like the 50s. There's even another version of the movie cartoon.
No. That's what you said about Polar Express. I mean, who else could come up with that character besides Jim Carrey? I have my apprehensions about this book version. I don't think you can top the movie anyways. Scott, name one book remake that's actually better than the movie. And don't you say A Muppet Christmas Carol. I don't think you can. You can't do it. You can't do it.
All right, Stan, you got me. Oh, Tony, look, we've got a phone call. Your time to shine, buddy. Go ahead, see who it is.
Hello? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, Scott? Okay. Hey, Scott. It's Gustav Dahlbakken calling. He wants to talk.
Oh, Gustav. Great. Put him on. To all the listeners out there, this is the guy who saved our show. So you can send him your thank you notes down over at corporate office. Gustav, so good to hear from you. Thanks for calling in. Did you call in to wish us good luck on the show tonight?
Yes, hello. Listen, Scott and Stan. Now that you've started, I'll be stopping by the studio in a few minutes for a quick chat. On my way to my brother Magnus's for a party.
Oh, good. Hey, how is Magnus anyway?
Fine.
Gustav's brother Magnus, coincidentally, was one of our advertising partners for our first Drew House Christmas concert special. He made these great Dahlbakken boots. They were really great. I still have my pair.
Yeah. Okay, see you soon.
Well, this will be exciting. A few minutes in, and we already have a studio guest booked. Nice work there, Tony.
Thank you.
Well, it sounds like Gustav will be here in a minute or two, so why don't we run the first song, and then by the time it's done, he'll be here. We can have a chat. Stan, why don't you set up the first song?
Will do, Scott. Our new guy, Tony, teamed up with director, performer, accompanist of the new Drew House Christmas Chorus, Alfie White. For our first number this evening, We Need a Little Christmas. I'm happy to say we don't have to feel like we need a little Christmas this year, now that the show's back and we got all the money intact, but hopefully we won't have to for years to come. But we'll give it a listen anyhow. Alfie White and the Drew House Christmas Chorus, take it away!
Gee, Alfie, you know, I could really use a little Christmas right now.
Haul out the holly, put up the tree before my spirit falls again. Fill up the stocking, I may be rushing things, but deck the halls again now. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. It hasn't snowed a single flurry, but Santa dear, we're in a hurry. So climb down the chimney, put up the brightest string of lights I've ever seen. Slice up the fruitcake, it's time we hung some tinsel on that evergreen bough. For I've grown a little leaner, grown a little colder, grown a little sadder, grown a little older, and I need a little angel sitting on my shoulder. Need a little Christmas now. For we need a little music, deck dolls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. Need a little laughter, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose,
Like a light bulb.
Need a little singing, hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Ringing through the rafter, and we need a little snappy, happy ever after.
Jingle bells, Batman
Oh,
smells,
nice.
Robin laid an egg. Hey.
Need a little Christmas now.
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
Welcome back, everyone, to a Drew House Christmas, and we have a new guest in the studio, Gustav Dahlbakken, which means it's time for Christmas karaoke.
That's right, if you're new here, you gotta sing along. Gotta sing the Christmas karaoke.
Do you know it?
Me? I don't know.
I bet you do.
It's not for me. You guys go ahead. I barely know this one.
Take it away.
I don't care what the people say. Christmas time is near. I don't care what anyone says. Christmas time is near. All I know is Santa's sleigh is making its way to the USA. I wish it was Christmas today. I wish it was Christmas today.
Ah, pretty good. Pretty good.
It's pretty fun, I guess.
Could use a little more energy.
I don't care what the calendar says. Christmas is almost here. I don't care what the newsman says. Christmas is full of cheer. I don't care about anything except hearing those sleigh bells ring-a-ding-ding. I wish it was Christmas today. I wish it was Christmas today.
Hey. Nice job there, Gustav. And welcome. Merry Christmas.
Listen, boys, I'll cut to the chase. I've got some bad news. I just heard from our accounting department at corporate office. PunchInitiator.com was seized by the government and all funded accounts were found to be drained, tapped out, empty.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
what? Oh, no.
What?
Oh,
All the support money is
no.
gone? Well, is DB Media okay?
DB Media is fine. Drew House Christmas was the only program affected in the end. Anyway, in order to finish the show tonight, you'll have to switch gears by fielding calls for monetary donations. Kind of like a membership drive, like NPR and PBS.
Good that no one else was affected, I guess. We could take calls. Yeah, I think we can make that work. I mean, we don't really have a choice at this point. Stan, why don't you give out the number and help Tony with answering phones?
Okay, rightio, Scott. I'm confident we can recover with all the support we have in the neighborhood. Attention listeners, call now, 555-5016. Donate now. We can't wait to hear from you.
We'll even let you on the radio, live, to share a Christmas greeting. Ah, there we go. Hello, caller. You're on the air with the Drew House Christmas.
Hello. May I please speak with my husband, Stanley?
Oh, hi, Ann. Yes, here's Stan. Stan, it's Ann, your wife.
Hello, sweetheart. Where are you calling from?
I'm outside in the parking lot. I think it's time to call tonight, okay? You know I don't like you fraternizing with him, and now that the money has fallen through, it's time to call it quits, okay? Let's go.
Well, sweetie, please. I can't abandon everything now.
But Stanley, you know how he's treated you in the past? He fired you the first time and insulted your work the second time. These things never end well. He's not a good influence for our family.
But Ann, it's different now. We're a team. I'm not leaving, not yet. Let me see this through, please.
Fine. But I'll be right outside listening in the car, keeping it warm for when you're ready to give up this foolishness.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you so much for listening, caller. Sorry, Gustav. Let's try another line. Hello, caller. You're on the air with the Drew House Christmas.
Hello. Oh, so exciting to be on live radio. My name is Vicky. I am a longtime caller, first-time listener. Okay, Merry Christmas, Stanley and Scott, and Merry Christmas to my family as well. So Patty Boyd, Randy Boyd, Megan Boyd, Chelsea Boyd, now Chelsea Cruz, Paul Cruz, Cameron Cruz, and baby boy on the way. Just wanted to wish them a Merry Christmas, and thanks for taking my call. Have a good day.
Well, that was a pleasant call, now wasn't it, Stan?
Yes, it was, Scott.
I think we'll do all right with this. Now won't we, Stan?
Yes, we will, Scott.
Yeah. I brought a few DB Media umbrellas over from the office. You can offer them to callers who donate $20.
Gee, thanks, Gustav. You heard him, folks. A free umbrella when you give us $20. Again, that's 555-5016. Give us a ring, donate, and we'll put you on the air for you to share a Christmas greeting with everyone out there in Minneapolis. But for now, here's the new original Minneapolis Guitar Ensemble with one of my favorite things, the song My Favorite Things.
Hello, all, and welcome back to A Drew House Christmas. You know, one of my favorite things to do is to take a call. So, hello, caller from St. Paul. You're on the radio.
Why, hello. This is Molly Henry calling from St. Paul, Minnesota.
What are you doing?
I just donated. I just want to say, longtime fans of this show.
Ask him about the
We
umbrella.
just became sustaining members of the Drew House Christmas special.
Did you ask him about the umbrella?
Yeah, is this like NPR where you get like a bag or umbrella? You know, I would really love a travel mug. Mine just broke. You know those ones that
Big
stay
fan.
hot and stay cold?
Great
You know what I'm
mugs.
talking about?
Yep.
Maybe it's like stocks and dividends. Maybe we get some cash back at the end of the year. Do we get to write this off on our taxes if we
Is this
donate?
a non-profit?
I'm not sure. I feel like, you know,
We should
it's a
look
little
into
unclear.
this before
It's
making
a little
any
unclear.
commitments.
Can we retract our donation just momentarily till we kind of know about the organization?
I need to think about
I'd
this.
feel a little
I
bit
hear
better.
the dog calling. I'm gonna go let her out.
Are you on Charity Navigator?
Hey now, Molly Henry really coming out firing there with the questions I do not know the answer to, unfortunately. But I will say that donating today does indeed get you a one-of-a-kind DB Media umbrella for free with $20. You can call me a lot of things, but you cannot call me a person who doesn't know how to keep their sustaining members dry in the rain.
So tell us, has it been a good holiday season at the Henrys?
We have a lot to be thankful for this year, don't we, Phil?
Yeah,
Lots to be
sustaining
thankful.
members. We get an umbrella. I'm
Look-
looking forward to
Looking
that.
forward to that umbrella. We many of you know we got a puppy this year. You know,
Sweet Luna.
Luna Mae Henry,
The world's
cutest dog, cutest dog on the planet. Wouldn't you say? Is there a way to do a poll on this radio show? Is there like a Twitter or
Well, I don't know.
Facebook account we could throw that picture up there?
I don't know.
Hashtag Luna Mae.
Hashtag Luna Mae's the cutest.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't know anything about social media. I don't know anything about dogs, but she sounds like a real looker.
I've been trying to figure this out all day. Can you help me figure out this song? It goes him. That's all I got, but that should be enough. Him. Molly can't help me at all, so I need someone.
It sounds familiar.
Someone needs to help me with this.
Stan, you're pretty good with this stuff. Does Phil's song ring a bell?
Him.
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 Him. It's not Oh Holy Night.
No, it's more contemporary.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Him.
I know what it is. It's the Christmas shoes.
Ah, Christmas shoes. That's it.
Oh, Christmas shoes. I always change it when that one comes on. Well, it certainly has been a pleasure, Molly, Phil. Any last words? Any parting Christmas greeting to share?
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Happy Festivus.
Love, Molly and Phil.
Peace.
Out.
And there they go, Molly and Phil from St. Paul. Thanks for calling.
Listen, guys, I'm sorry, but 2 calls in the last 5 minutes, that's not going to cut it.
But by my count, we had 3. What about the guy that called in during the break?
Some drunk calling for a cab ride home from the Pig and Fiddle doesn't count. We're not a taxi company, and worse, now we're down a call taker.
Tony will be back in no time. It's pretty close to here.
Well, either way, it's time to strap in and go into full-on fundraiser mode. Here are your scripts. These scripts have worked wonders for the drives at other stations.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, I'm not sure these are for us. Aren't they a little stale? A little forced? Let me see. Here, like this. When it comes to reliable sources of news, there are few that perform better than public radio. If you tune in for the in-depth news, analysis, and interviews with some of the most interesting people around, then shouldn't you be a member of Michigan Public Radio? Wait, what?
Hi, I'm Christina Shockley, the host of Morning Edition on Michigan Radio. We can only bring you the shows you rely on because listeners like you make it possible through generous membership support. That's pretty good.
Ask about the state of Michigan tax credit?
Don't pay attention to those details. Just rework them for your show. These are proven formulas.
Listen, Gus, I really appreciate your help. But our fans, they don't really go for the scripted stuff. They're more drawn in by the great Christmas content we create. They like to hear the people from around the neighborhood that they've met. Don't worry. I know we can do this on our own. I promise. We'll get the money to come in.
Oh? You think it'll be that easy, huh? And how do you know anyone is actually listening?
I'd say we have lots of listeners.
Yeah, and we've always involved other people. People like Alfie, the Clarinet Ensemble, the Beard Avenue Brass, and your brother Magnus even. I'm sure their families and friends are tuning in now.
And you're so sure that they're on board with what you do here? That their families and friends will call in and donate, huh?
I think so. I mean, everyone gets busy, but they'll make time, right?
Well, I'm not so sure they will. Let's take Stanley's list of supporters, for example. Remember 11-year-old Michelle Walton from the Lake Harriet Upper Elementary School Clarinet Ensemble? They performed at your live concert special in 2011. Well, I heard from Michelle's mother that a week after that inexplicably perfect performance, in which not a squeak or slip-up occurred, Michelle quit her school band because, and I quote, "I don't know, it's boring." Now, a freshman at Southwest High, she and her friends spend time after school trying to become Vine stars, while loitering in the corner booth at the Dairy Queen, making fun of Charlie Clegg, who was just trying to take one order without his voice cracking. You did that.
Okay. Surely there are other factors at play, though, and that's just one
And
scenario.
how about that Beard Avenue Brass that Stan mentioned, huh? They sounded so nice that evening at Linden Hills Hall. Well, that night, in order to appear with you, they turned down a gig to perform at R.T. Ryback's private Christmas shindig. Guess who didn't cancel? Oh, some British guy called Ed Sheeran. Now he's an international pop superstar, and they're not. In fact, at their most recent gig, some wedding on Halloween, the trumpet player didn't even show up. And I suppose that's not your fault.
To be fair, though, Gustav, I think the artistic merits of Ed Sheeran and the Beard Avenue Brass should be judged independently.
And then there's your friend Elfie White.
Hey, I know for a fact that Elfie likes working with us. He's told me so many times. I mean, he was just some kid with GarageBand and a lot of time on his hands. And now look at him. He's the music director.
Yeah, and how much does that pay? Oh, nothing. We simply cannot count on your fans, Scott and Stan, because there aren't any. Not anymore. Just do the scripts I gave you.
Maybe you've got a point. Hey, gang, anyone else a little warm? I gotta get some fresh air. Tony, can you do me a kindness? Can you cue up the next segment? I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem.
Scott, wait. I'll follow you.
All right, here we go. Your big moment, Tony. You know how to do this. You got the what's-its over there. You got the who's-its over there. Who's-its? What's-its? What is this? The Little Mermaid? Jeez, what's going on here? A lot of spin a wheel. I don't know what's going on over there.
Hey, Magnus,
Meters,
I'm here at the
bottle
station.
lights,
Everything is working
what
perfectly to
have yous.
plan. They have no idea we made up that crowdfunding
It's a
site.
wild deal, but I think I just go
You should have
with
seen
this
the
one.
looks on their faces.
Nope, not that one.
Exactly,
Definitely not that one.
yeah.
So I
Yeah, you're telling
maybe
me.
it's this
If I didn't
one.
break them by now, it'll
No.
be coming right up. Then
No,
we can forget
no,
about
not
this
that one.
horrible show and put it out
Okay,
of business
here we
for
go.
good.
Scott showed me
I
this a
can't wait to
dozen
finally
times.
get
He
back at
always
that
tells
idiot
me
Scott for ruining your
angry
boot business. If it wasn't for
butterflies
that disaster
deter
and ad, who
sunshine,
knows where
so it
we'd
must
be?
S, which
I
none
know,
of these
so
look like an
stupid.
S. But I'm
It was
pretty
oh,
sure
it
that
was so
it's
funny. I
one
made
of
up all these horrible
these, the
stories
S
about other
right
people
here.
in their shows, how they ruined their lives.
All right, oh my gosh.
I'm sure it doesn't
We
actually
know
improve
it's not
anyone's
those buttons
Christmas.
over there. We know it's not these buttons over here. We know it's
Nothing
not that
good.
button. We
This
know it's
whole
not that button.
holiday, man. I'm
But,
just
oh
over
my
it.
gosh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Scott gave me the rundown.
Say,
Got
where
the
are we gonna
rundown right
spend
here?
all this member
Let me
drive money,
look.
huh? The Bahamas, Hawaii.
What's this?
You think about
Okay,
it.
what's this?
Let me know.
What's this? What's that? What does that even mean? This is crazy. This doesn't help me at all. This is outrageous. I have to go to the bathroom right now.
Oh man, you should see the intern they have.
Oh my
here.
gosh, it's not.
He might be the
Angry
worst of them
Butterflies
all.
Deter Sunshine. That
Yeah.
was something else.
Yeah.
It's press red, like Scott said. Here goes nothing.
Good evening, everyone. This is Stanley Ouncer singing you a song accompanied by Alfie White. This song is What's This? From the animated movie, Christmas movie, A Nightmare Before Christmas. In this song, I play Stan Skellington. And I talk like this. I got a funny voice. That's pretty funny. But anyway, I'm the mayor of Halloween Town. And one time I get really sad and I go to the woods. And there's a tree there with a portal to a mysterious place I've never been to with snow and lights. And I've never seen it before because I'm from Halloween, but I'm intrigued.
What's this? What's this? There's color everywhere. What's this? There's white things in the air. What's this? I can't believe my eyes. I must be dreaming. Wake up, Stan. This isn't fair. What's this? What's this? What's this? There's something very wrong. What's this? These people singing songs. What's this? The streets are lined with little creatures laughing. Everybody seems so happy. Have I possibly gone daffy? What is this? What's this? There's children throwing snowballs instead of throwing heads. They're busy building toys and absolutely no one's dead. There's frost on every window, I can't believe my eyes. And in my bones I feel the warmth that's coming from inside. Oh look, what's this? They're hanging mistletoe. They kiss? Why that looks so unique. Inspired! They're gathering around to hear a story, roasting chestnuts on a fire. What's this? What's this? In here? They've got a little tree. How queer. And who would ever think? And why? They're covering it with tiny little things. They've got electric lights on strings. And there's a smile on everyone. So now correct me if I'm wrong. This looks like fun. This looks like fun. Oh, could it be? I got my wish. What's this? Oh my. What now? The children are asleep. But look. There's nothing underneath. No ghouls. No witches here to scream and scare them or ensnare them. Only little cozy things secure inside their dreamland. What's this? The monsters are all missing and the nightmares can't be found. And in their place there seems to be good feeling all around. Instead of screams, I swear I can hear music in the air. The smell of cakes and pies are absolutely everywhere. The sights, the sounds, they're everywhere and all around. I've never felt so good before. This empty place inside of me is filling up. I simply cannot get enough. I want it, oh I want it, oh I want it for my own. I've got to know, what is this place that I have found? What is this? Christmas Town?
Features the panpipes and once again, oh no, and the harp and the panpipes, playing a Silent Night. Okay, here we go.
Those were the days, the good old days when you didn't have to worry about listeners and money. Well, welcome back, folks. Thanks for sticking with us here at Drew House Christmas. I wonder where Stan and Tony and Gustav wandered off to. Man, this thing is falling apart. Maybe a caller will be able to lift my Christmas spirit. Here's one now. Hello, caller. This is Scott. You're on the radio.
Yeah, Steve, I gotta tell you, man, I've been listening here, and I am juiced about all this kind of stuff going on around here. I mean, what are we doing out there, Steve? This is ridiculous. We got Charlie Brown, kicking field goals, and we got Gumby running the ball, and we're playing as a team, a bunch of cartoon characters. We just gotta, I don't even know what I'm watching anymore. Is this football or what? Whatever. I mean, we got everybody else playing chess. We're playing a game of checkers.
Okay. Hold on. I have absolutely no idea who you're talking about. Is this football?
Exactly, Steve. And then it leads to my next point. The hot dogs. Hot dogs at the stadium. You got 7 hot dog bars, 2 condiment stations, and they don't even have relish. This is a total faux pas. Total faux pas. If they want my money, A, you got to play better, and B, you got to have at least 1 condiment station per hot dog bar. I mean, really? This is 2015.
Yeah, 2015, you would think they would have catched up by now. You would think they would have caught up. You would think they would put a little mustard on that process. Fast track. You would think that the stadium concessions officials would relish the opportunity for condiment equality. Well, I'll give you one thing. I've never met someone so passionate about ketchup as you, sir. I wonder if the other fans feel that way too.
Steve, I mean, that brings me to my next point. I don't even know what kind of fans are going to the games anymore. I mean, we got sweater vests. We got sweaters over their shoulders. I mean, these guys show up the second quarter, they leave by the third quarter, and they're doing business deals the whole time. I don't even know if they're watching the game anymore. I mean, it's ridiculous, Where are the diehards? Nobody's really rooting for anything. You call this a fan base? But we don't even deserve a team. The team doesn't deserve us, and we don't deserve the team. It's ridiculous, It's totally symbiotic destruction. That's what we're talking about here, Steve. That's exactly what we're talking about. You want to know what it starts with? Sweater vests. It starts with the sweater vests. You give a mouse a cookie, and the team is out the door, and I don't even know if we can make it till Christmas. That's what I think about that, Steve.
Well, I'm glad you finally brought it up, Christmas. This is a Christmas radio show, right? I'm sure you got some big opinion on Christmas. Let's hear it.
Oh, Christmas. You want to hear about Christmas? Yeah, ho, 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 and mistletoe, all that stuff. I tell you what, I'll take for Christmas. How about a new team, huh? You just clean the whole house. Start from the trainers, work your way up from there. That's all I got to say about that. This is, I'll be happy if we even make it to Christmas. I mean, this is ridiculous. I can't even tell you, Steve. I mean, what are we doing out there? Again, what are we doing? Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Why did I take this call? Listen, Scrooge, I like football as much as the next guy, but this whole conversation has really gotten out of hand. We've been asking folks to share a Christmas greeting. Do you have a Christmas greeting to share? Yes or no?
No. No. There's no Christmas greeting, Steve. You know what I have, Steve? The only thing that I have, Steve, is a hope. That's what I have, Steve. You know what that's a hope for? That's a hope for a win. You know what that is, Steve? I'm not sure if you do. Because you know what happens with the little win, Steve? You start drinking the Kool-Aid. And you know what? I like the taste of Kool-Aid. Because you know what happens after that? Maybe you start stringing them together, Steve. You get one win, drink a little Kool-Aid, get another win, and maybe you have a little kiddie pool of Kool-Aid. Huh? What do you think of that? And then you start diving into the kiddie pool. You know? You start splishing and splashing around that, and you get another win. And then we start a nice little run. Maybe we make the playoffs, Steve. You ever think of that? You know? So instead of your cold heart, Steve, trying to, shut down the season, here's what you know what? Instead of a greeting, I got some advice for you, Steve. Why don't you become a real fan?
Okay, now wait just a minute. First of all, it's Scott, not Steve, Scott. And second, I read the box score every day. I read the analysis. Don't you call into my show, tell me to become a real fan? What are you talking about? Your takes aren't exactly mind-blowing to begin with. You want to talk ball? Okay. All right. Big guy wants to talk ball? All right. What about the game last weekend? Enlighten us. We're all listening.
We're talking real spit here, Steve. I mean, we're talking about the game? Did you see that thing the other day? It was incredible. I mean, I can't even, I turn on for one quarter, and then it's off, and then, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't have time for this garbage. No time.
Steve, time?
No time. Sorry. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Time?
Sorry, I don't have time for you
How much time do
anymore.
I have?
Jeez Louise, people in their football. What, do you just pick the first station that will let them on? I mean, where's Tony to screen these calls? Ugh, man. Where are our fans? Where are our listeners? Well, I guess there's nothing else to do but take another call. Hopefully it'll be someone on our side. Hello, caller. You're on a Drew House Christmas.
Scott,
Oh, woof.
it's Ann, ouncer, from the parking lot. I can't believe I'm doing this, but there's something you should know.
And look, I know I'm not your favorite.
Just listen. Tony screwed up, and instead of going right to Stanley's song, he broadcast Gustav's conversation with his brother Magnus.
Wait, what? How many times do I have to show him?
He's lying about everything. The people, the member drive, punchinitiator.com, it's all a lie. He's planning to shut down a Drew House Christmas as payback for ruining Dahlbakken boots. I heard him say it all.
Ann, are you serious? This is huge. Oh man, wait till I tell Stan. He's gonna freak.
Actually, he's out here in the car with me.
Hey, Scott! Crazy thing about our buddy Gus, huh?
After you left, he came out to the car and wanted to leave, but I filled him in.
I'm coming back in. We can finish this thing right. I'm just gonna brush off the station wagon for Ann. It's been snowing pretty hard out here.
Oh, thank you, Ann. You will not regret this, I promise. I think I have an idea, and you can count on that free umbrella when this is all done.
Okay, fine. Just don't let him win.
I'll be there soon.
Tony, my man, how's it going? So I heard you made a few mistakes. Maybe you're feeling a little down, but you know what happens when you make a mistake? Those can be more helpful to you. You can learn more rather than if you did everything perfect, you know?
All right. Thanks, Scott.
All right, Tony, listen. We're pulling an audible here. I've got an idea to win Gustav back. I need you to go into the song database, pull up that Lightning Joe Peterson Christmas album. You know the one?
Yeah, that's a good one. Listen to it all the time.
Great, so you know him. Can you talk like him? Let me hear you.
Sure. Hey, I'm Joe. I can play the organ real good.
Great, that'll be fine. Okay, now, go outside where Gustav won't see you. Call into the show as Lightning Joe. Do you understand?
Yeah. Call the show, pretend to be Joe.
That's right. Be Lightning Joe, Tony. Be Lightning Joe. You can do it. Christmas is depending on it. Whew. Now, where's that fundraiser script? Time to turn on the charm. Oh, here he comes. So call now. and speak to us about all the ways you can support Drew House Christmas Radio as your number one source for news and Christmas analysis. Oh, hello there, Gustav. I was just promoting our member drive. Listen, I thought about what you said, and you're right. I'm sorry for running off. I guess I just didn't want to hear the writing on the wall.
Oh, well, yeah, that's business. I always want to be completely honest with my business partners, no matter how difficult that is sometimes.
Of course. Well, I'm glad you did come back, because it appears that our special surprise guest just called in. Hello, welcome to a Drew House Christmas, Lightning Joe.
No way. Is that Lightning Joe Peterson? Is that him? He's like my favorite musician ever.
Yep, the one and only. Would you like to say hello?
Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say. Hi, Joe. Hey there. Hey, Mr. Peterson.
Hey, what's up, D? How you doing this fine evening?
Oh, wow. Lightning Joe talking to me on my radio station.
Whoa, easy, radio dude. I'm just like any other average Joe. I just got a couple more pennies to rub together.
You're so funny. Say, what are you doing later? Anything? My brother's having this party, and it would be incredible if you could show up.
My man, that sounds amazing. What kind of party are we talking here? Can I bring something? What, do I need to wear a costume? Gustav, what's the story?
Say, Joe, how'd you like to play a Christmas song for everyone out there? Maybe one from your Christmas album.
Oh, right. Here's my favorite track for my main man, Gustav Dahlbakken.
Well, run, Rudolph, Santa gonna make it to town. Yeah, said that he was in a hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Yes, and away went Rudolph, whizzing like a merry-go-round. Josie Wales. You've been longing for. He said, all I want for Christmas is a rock and roll electric guitar. Yeah. And away went Rudolph, shooting like a shooting star, yeah. Said, run, Rudolph, Santa gonna make it to town. Said that he was in a hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. And away went Rudolph, picking like a merry-go-round. Run, young Rudolph. Run, Rudolph. Run, Rudolph. Run, Rudolph. Run, Rudolph. Run, Rudolph. Run, Rudolph. They said, run, Rudolph. Santa gonna make it to town. Ba, 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 ba. Santa gonna make it to town. Yeah. Well.
Oh, wow. Oh, my. That was so amazing, Lightning Joe.
Yes, thanks, Joe, for entertaining us with a Christmas tune. I know you're busy this time of year, so we'll let you go.
Okay. Bye.
Man, thank you so much for having me tonight. It's a pleasure to play Christmas music for y'all. You know, I love playing Christmas tunes. I think it's a beautiful time of the year. Playing my organ, drinking a couple of hot toddies, maybe a couple of cinnamon sticks mixed up in there. My fingers tickling the ivories. You know what I mean. I mean, it's a good thing. What's better than playing a few songs for your good friends on Christmas, sitting down at the organ?
Man, you ready for the home stretch there, buddy? Ready to close it out? Ready to end
Wait,
the show?
who's that? I know that nasally voice. Is that Stan? Did he say Tony? Is that Stan and Tony?
Oh, no. Listen, Gustav, I can explain everything.
Whoa, were you trying to trick me? After everything I did to try and help this horrible, rotten Christmas show? I can't believe that. You bozos have made a fool out of me and my family for the last time. I can't wait to fire you and finally have something good come out of this dreadful holiday.
Oh, rats. I'm sorry, everyone. We were so close to pulling it off. Hey, guys. Well, we tried.
He must be really mad. He just called Tony even an evil elf boy.
Well, he's shutting down the show and firing us all. That's what he said. Probably doing us a favor. I mean, ever since he said we had no fans, look what's happened to us. Some random sports rube called in. That's it. We put in all this effort, put the music together, all this content together, put it all together, Stan. What could we use? Nothing. We couldn't use any of it since the money fell through. I mean, there's nothing left, Stan. Nothing.
Okay, so that makes it the perfect time to just take a deep breath, take a call, see what happens. There's nowhere to go from here but up. Here's one on line 2. Hello, caller. You're on the radio. Thanks for calling in to a Drew House Christmas. Go ahead.
No way.
That's so exciting, Sugar.
I know, Snookums. What should we do? We're on the radio. Oh, quick. Say something. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. Sweetums, your voice sounds so good.
Oh, well, you're just saying that.
No, normally, I sound all nasally on the radio, but your voice was so sweet and so soft. I just want to wrap myself up in it like a blanket at night.
Oh, thank you, honey bunch.
Well, Sugar Lips, what should we do now? I've never been on the radio before.
Well, who should we wish a Merry Christmas, sweetie?
Well, Honey Bear, there's only one person I would ever want to give a shout out to.
Really?
Yeah, who do you think that would be, darling?
Well, I don't know.
Well, of course, you silly bear.
Oh, you are too sweet, honey bunches.
Well, you are just too cute, little sugar pear.
Oh, I love you.
I love you even more.
Oh, thank you, honey bear.
How about you, sweetheart? Who would you give your Christmas shout out to?
Well, my mom and dad, for sure. My Aunt Lynn, and my cousin Carrie, and my cousin Matt, and my cousin Jenny, and my cousin Jackie, and Karen, and Joe, and Bonnie, and Hawken, and Anders, and Eli, and Noah, and Paxton, of course.
But baby cakes, are you forgetting somebody who is super important?
Well, there is Rosie, my dog.
Oh, that is just so sweet. I was thinking the exact same thing, but then I got a little lost in your eyes and I totally forgot about it.
Oh, you are just too sweet, honey bunches.
I love you.
I love you too.
I love you more.
Are you sure?
I think so.
I don't know, Stan. What's going on here? I know Gustav was lying, but maybe he was on to something. We don't really know if anyone's really listening out there, if anyone really even cares about the show. Do you know this?
Der Leiermann, the last song of Franz Schubert's song cycle Die Winterreise. Ann and I performed this together in college.
Over there beyond the village stands an organ grinder, and with numb fingers he plays as best he can. Barefoot on the ice he totters here and there, and his little plate is always empty. No one listens to him, no one notices him, and the dogs growl around the old man, and he just lets it happen, as it will. Plays his hurdy-gurdy never still. Strange old man, shall I go with you? Will you play your organ to my songs? The tune might be up, whether we're playing it or not. You take it from here, Stan. If this is the end, I can't bear to watch it go down like this.
Well, this is not how one plans it. Hello, all, and welcome to a Drew House Christmas. Life is like a box of chocolates, and Christmas, I always say, is one of them. But don't spoil your dinner because, well, winter is coming. Winter is coming. I guess when one is faced with a moment such as this one knows to search deep down inside within one's book bag and take out one's book that one is reading, such as this one, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And I read, Pooh-pooh to the Who's, he was graciously humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry, boo-hoo. That's a noise, Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put a hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry, very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinch with his Grinch feet, ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And then what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes. That's it! Tony, that's it. Oh, I got it, Tony. That's how we can save the show. I know Gustav's got a good heart. We just got to remind him it's there. And I know the support is out there for a Drew House Christmas. Scott just needs to hear it out loud and clear for himself. So that's exactly what we'll do. Tony, put in that song from the end of the Grinch. Welcome Christmas. The one that the Who's sing. Put it in. Wait for my go.
Okay, I'm on it.
Attention listeners, we need you. If you called in early in the show, call back. Call back now. 555-5016. That's 555-5016. Even if you didn't call in, or if you've never called into anything, anytime, any before, call. We need as many voices as we can get. Tony, start the song. Hello, you're on the radio. Hello, thanks for calling. You're on.
Hello, you're on the radio.
Hello, hi. Stand by for the music.
Okay, hi. How are you? You're on the radio.
Hello, you're on the radio. Sing as loud as you can. Hi, you're on the radio.
Sing as loud as you can.
Hi, thanks for calling. You're on the radio. Hey, you're here on the radio. Make sure you
you're
sing
on the radio.
loud. Hey, thanks for calling. Sing real loud, okay?
Welcome Christmas, come this way. Welcome Christmas, Christmas Day. Welcome, welcome, Fahuramus. Welcome, welcome, Fahuramus. Christmas Day is in our grasp, so long as we have hands to clasp.
What's all this?
Who are all these people singing?
It's all your fans and listeners. They really do care. You just couldn't hear it until now.
Magnus and I used to watch this as kids. I'm getting goosebumps. It's incredible.
Stan, you genius.
Christmas, Fahuramus. Welcome Christmas, Dahudamus. Christmas Day will always be, just so long as we have we. Fahu Flores, Dahu Dores. Welcome Christmas, bring your light.
Oh my, yes, this is it. This is what it used to feel like. Togetherness, joy, how did I ever forget? I became so focused on payback that I didn't leave any room for the true Christmas spirit. It wasn't your fault, Scott and Stan, that Magnus's boot company fell through. And I made everything up about the funding and the stories. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Gustav. Without all that, I wouldn't have realized it doesn't actually matter if Drew House Christmas is objectively good, or if the listeners are hanging on every note. What matters is that we have friends and family who support us no matter what.
Hear, hear. Come on now, everyone join in for the ending.
Stan, this is kind of a weird version. Not everybody knows this ending.
Who's the radio? Who's the radio pro here, Tony? It'll be fine. Come on, everybody sing along.
Welcome Christmas, Fahuramus. Welcome Christmas, Dahudamus. Welcome Christmas while we stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Fahu Flores, Dahu Dores. Welcome, welcome Christmas, Christmas
Merry Christmas.
Well done, all. Good spirit, anyway.
Yeah, that was rough. My apologies.
But it doesn't matter. Gus, old buddy, old pal, I'm glad you finally see what this means to us. Sure, we make plenty of blunders along the way, but as long as we can keep sharing those blunders with those we care about most, we'll be grateful.
I think I get it. You don't have to worry about me or Magnus anymore.
Whoa, check it out. With everyone that just called in, we reached our fundraiser goal.
Oh, yeah, that's
can't
great.
believe it.
Excellent.
Oh, hip, hip, hooray!
Hip, hip, hooray!
We even have enough money that we could do a Valentine's Day special.
Oh, no, Tony, come on. Valentine's Day is the worst.
Yeah, Tony, seriously, bad idea.
Yeah, we'll be all right here at Drew House Christmas, and I hope you will too. Be all right at your home this Christmas. Thanks for listening, and have a happy holidays and a happy new year.
Do 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 do.